Okay.
that was so good. That is going in the making of Kevin from Air.
It took them an entire year to make this season of Kevin from Air directly for you. In this series, we're going to be going through all the steps from pre-production to release in the making of Kevin from Air, a WBTV miniseries.
Welcome to In the Making of Kevin from Air. This is your host, Blake Butcher.
Yep. Executive producer, co-writer, and co-director. And this is your other host, Wade Murray.
I am the creator, executive producer, co-director, and co-writer.
What happens in this post-production step?
So yeah, most of this stuff Wade takes on here and he does the editing. So what that includes post-production is, as I said, editing. It's if we have certain effects, finding the effects and making the effects, like making certain fades or flips to different scenes or cuts, and also like making sure the audio's good. Like certain times we'd have a scene where there's a TV playing in the background or someone on the phone, so we'll have to record the audio separately, and then Wade will have to take the audio and put only the audio into the scene over top of the silence or the acting. So
How do you feel when you see the episodes finally put together and edited?
most of the time this takes what we filmed and sometimes can be bland because of their actors, and like I said in a previous episode of this series, how they don't really vocal color or should try harder to add more intonation and make it more interesting. When the edits go in and it's all pieced together, it runs a lot more smoothly and it's a lot more interesting because certain times there's certain effects that get added in or music to emphasize the thing. Like I remember one of my scenes that I filmed as Alan, I did a speech, and yes, I already was in taking on that role and doing that emotions and how he would feel in the speech, but Wade edited in some music, so it just made it 10 times more powerful, and you could tell that it's like a speech and it's like happy and it's like uplifting.
So now let's check out some behind the scenes clips. Okay guys, so welcome to Kevin from Air Behind the Election. This is the series where we go through the making of Kevin from Air. Okay guys, welcome to the making of Kevin from Air, episode 2. We're going to be going through an editing. As you can see, I have my sprinkler running nice. And let's just go ahead and open up Final Cut Pro. So in this specific scene, we are going through what is happening. There's a fire. So we're going to show you how we're going to break down the fire effects.
Well, I'm sorry to second guess you, but I mean, it looks like things are coming along.
So as you can see, it's not done completely to script.
Coming along pretty great, in fact.
Because it's filmed. We do have the letterbox effect. So what you have to do is you take the black background, you apply the Luma keyer to it, and then if you layer them and track them to the matches, you can get this lighting match effect that we're going to show you right here.
Well, as you can see, I nailed it, so just remember.
So as you can see, we don't have the letterbox effect applied to that scene, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go to video, we're going to go to all, and we're going to go to letter. So as you can see, these are no longer in the proper shot. So we're going to go to transform, and we're just going to move these. Oh, it's loading. Buffering. Anyways, guys, this is a very crucial scene in the actual series, so it's crucial to make sure that we have this scene lined up correctly and make sure that it feels realistic enough to the person who's watching, because the scene has a lot of weight on the series. So we're just going to move the smoke off the letterbox, same with the fire. So we just kind of have the fire jutting out because the fire started
You can see, I nailed it.
on the podium. So as we can see, the fire is actually jutting down on the letterbox. We're just gonna move it up more.
Well, as you can see, I nailed it, so just remember me for next year.
So here we kind of get the fire and the smoke billowing out, but then the camera moves because I was going handheld in this scene. Let me just click done.
For next year.
So we had to put a crossfade on that, so it swipes it off the screen, frame by frame. See? And it just disappears and disappears. So
Another thing, can we turn on the AC?
sound is one of the most crucial things that helps move the TV show along. So we got the match strike that helps make the fire noise. We have that fire burning sound in the background, especially here where you can't visually see the fire. All you can see is the smoke. The fire sound in the background
The whole thing was work out fine. We'll have
really helps accentuate the smoke in this scene. So he's going, oh no, and then so we're just gonna look for the clip here with Sam, this one.
be there.
Fire!
We'll be there.
So we're gonna start pulling here as soon as he screams fire, as soon as I scream fire. We'll be there on time. Right here. Fire!
Where are the smoke alarms?
Our company doesn't have enough money.
And then make the move out the door. So we're gonna insert that here. So the first effect that we want to put on this is both smoke effects. I think we'll need to use if we can put on this smoke effect. I just got a text. Okay, so if we flip this smoke effect, actually, not that way. We're gonna flip it this way, because most of the smoke is coming from this side. It's all you just gotta think it through, you know. You gotta think logically. If there was a fire, where would the smoke be coming from, and how we're gonna be editing this. So we're gonna make, oh, not, that's the wrong one. That's actually the back clip. So we're gonna make this smaller here, and we're gonna wedge it up against this corner. And the smoke is gonna billow that way and kind of fade out. Then we're gonna go into keying. This is kind of an editing tutorial, as Blake said, but I'm sure we probably had a preview thing. And then that's it. So now when you play here, you got the
Smoke alarms.
smoke effect in the corner. So I think this fire is too big, but I do like this one. We can try to use that. Maybe if we took a little snip from it. I don't know. It's hard. It really is. You gotta pick and choose your clips.
Company.
So we're gonna Luma key this again. Shrink it down. Actually, maybe make it bigger, because it should be coming up from the behind the podium is where the fire has spread to. So here's where things become more complicated. Who am I being texted by? Okay. Here are where things become more complicated. So we have the fire here. So now we're going to go over into effects. We're going to go into masks, and we're going to do a draw mask on this. Once we get our draw mask in, we're going to pick our points. And we're going to kind of just draw a straight line right there. And then hit invert mask. Oh no, that's what we want. And then, oh, I guess we need to connect them. But that gets rid of the entire thing, because I didn't do that right. Ha. Okay, so click to add control points. So we want to add control points on what we want to see. So thank you guys for watching this quick, it's not really a tutorial, this quick sneak peek of how we edit Kevin from Air for you guys. And now back to Wade and Blake.
How do you make the special effects and go about doing like that? How do you retrieve them or create them and stuff like that?
I tackle, there's a fire in this season. We had to do some fire and smoke special effects. I tackle a special effects from a low budget standpoint. you can pretty much find any special effect that has a black screen in the background, and then you can just Luma key out the black background to cause it, key out the black background to make it look perfect. But yeah, so I tackle special effects from two standpoints, which everybody should always be focused on when you're doing special effects. You need the visual standpoint, which has to be semi-believable, and you need the audio. If your visual isn't super believable because you're low budget, the audio is really where everything comes in. There's also specific camera tricks that you can do, so if you don't want to show your visual effects, you can do different camera trips that are pointed away from something, but you have your actor react to it like it is there. So it's kind of like in Jaws, the camera is the perspective of the shark because the shark didn't work. So it's different ways to do special effects.
In post-production, what would you say is the most challenging or the most annoying little bumps you have? Like if certain special effects don't work and you have to rework the scene, or even if you realize, oh, that didn't work how I thought it was going to, and you have to go back and refilm a scene maybe.
Time is a big thing. Editing takes a while, and sometimes I don't have enough time, but I really want to sit down and get it done, so I sit down and, get a half a scene done and then go and do something else and then come back. The challenging thing is when scenes don't work the specific way you get shot, and you gotta go back and reshoot. So it's good to review your clips once you've edited them. Because I used to review my clips on the field while filming. I realized that it takes too much time. It just wastes time. You'd rather review them after and then go back and reshoot them. So reshooting clips is a way to do it. So that's probably one of the most annoying things that you see. There is a hiccup that I encountered while editing this season. You can see my hard drive that I edited off of crashed and failed, but it ended up rebooting and everything was fine. I was worried I was going to lose most of the season. So, yes. So yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to Kevin from Air. Unfortunately, Blake is not here, and we're not on the couch because we messed up the release date, so now I'm re-recording this. Kevin from Air will be available for you to watch on October 5th, right here on WBTV. Next week, we'll have another episode of In the Making of Kevin from Air. And hit that like button, get subscribed, and leave a comment down below if you want to see more Kevin from Air news.
Release,
and this hat just fell on me.
Most important yet shortest step in the TV show making or film